Just coming here, I've really been kind of lost on who I am and what God is calling me to and where I find my passion.
This whole trip, like, you hear all these things of who God is, but you have to actually be in His presence to know.
It was literally like almost overwhelming, like in my heart. But it was a good feeling. But I did feel overwhelmed and just, I don't know, like there's no words, but it was a good feeling.
Kaleo is the Greek word for calling. God has called each of us into a relationship with Him, and He has called us to use His gifts to us for His work in this world. You are the light of the world, salt of the earth. And if salt loses its saltiness, how does it become salty again? Do you realize this is talking about identity?
I think we all have things that we perceive Him to be. We have expectations of Him. We have ideas of what He is, what we've heard He is. And, when Jesus asked the disciples, like, who do you think I am? I think I've been asked that question this trip. Who are you, God? Like, tell me. God's asking, tell me who I am.
I'm very self-reliant, and I rely a lot on myself to figure things out. I hate talking to people, to grown-ups about my problems, and I just feel like I just need to talk to my friend. I have 3 friends that I'll tell my problems to, and I just want someone to listen. I don't want anyone to give me advice. I don't want anyone's help because I can figure it out on my own.
Out on the trail, like several students have mentioned, a couple people had some difficulties carrying their packs, and I'm not gonna lie, those packs were heavy, 50, 60 pounds each. Get in a couple hours into walking and your shoulders and thighs and legs are already exhausted, especially when you're going uphill.
And do you notice how the salt can't tell anymore whether it's different? We can't be wholly part of this world. Neither can we be wholly separate. We need these moments to step back, submersed in seeking our identity with God, submersed in the challenge of facing who we are, who God is. You see, when you face challenge, it shows the true nature of your heart, your identity. And when you see your heart, you'll know whether it needs to change.
But there's this teacher at my school, and he asked me, so what has God been showing you? What do you think about that?
Tyler went up a mountain that was like 85 degrees, almost straight up, with a 60-pound pack on his back, a 60-pound pack on his stomach, crawling. We're about halfway through this incline. And he looks at me and he asked me to take it. And I was going down. I was gonna try to slide down and take it from him, but we just couldn't. There were no holds, and I probably would have slid past him, and he probably would have fallen over because of the weight and distribution of the packs.
I know some of you guys are fathers out there. Some of you women are mothers out there. Now think about your son. Think about your daughter. Think about giving their life.
We out here spreading Jesus.
Hey man, preach it, God.
That's new people.
And I've experienced a lot of self-reliance the past 2 years with my parents' divorce and with them getting back together and with other things. And I had a distraction on this trip, and I just kept asking God. I kept asking for answers. Kept asking why did this happen on this trip, and why would you do this? Like, I'm supposed to be here focusing on you, but I'm not, because I'm thinking about this distraction. I don't get it.
And I went blank. I was like, what has God been showing me this whole trip? Like, I've been with Him for a whole month. I've been with brothers and sisters in Him for a whole month. What has God been showing me?
Black or brown?
¿Te gusta nada?
You know the phrase, talk the talk and walk the walk? Well, we can easily fake the talk. And you know what? We can easily fake the walk too. But you can't fake your heart. That speaks out of itself. When your heart is in God, then your hands will follow. So are your hands following the right master?
Me and Maddie had talked about peace. And so during our worship time in the DR, we had this worship time just to ourselves. And I just asked God for peace. And like this feeling of just, this weight was just lifted off my shoulders, and I was like, oh, yes. I was like, that's it.
And I heard it. Be still. And God, he wasn't in the fire or the earthquake. He's in the still small voice. And I think God is showing me, just be still with me. Be with me. Walk with me. Talk with me. Listen to me. Live with me. I think we think of God as, oh, I talked to him today. Did you live with him today?
I can't do this alone, and I have to trust that God is going to give me the strength to get through this, and also trust that he has a plan, and that everything that happens is for a reason, and he knows everything you're going to say and everything's going to happen before it even happens. So, like, why worry about things that are going to happen, because he already knows, and he's got it all planned out for you.
And he says, you know what? I have this maximum effort. And he ran up the hill with 2 packs on his back. And just when I think about servitude and when I think about loving other people, I want to do something like that. I want to look hardship in the eye and say, I got this. Maximum effort and run straight with that.